Following the report that a bandit declared himself governor of some communities in Niger State, the State Police Command denied this claim about Dogogide, who they said called for allegiance from the communities and assured them of their security and welfare. What do you make of this story, Bikil?
This is not the first time that I will hear Dogogide with his own mouth calling himself governor. When he kidnapped students of federal government college, bringing Yauri in Kebbi State some 2.5 years ago, he similarly called himself the governor because he's one bandit that is difficult to negotiate with. As young as he is, he's extremely difficult to negotiate with. And when he asked for money, and the money was so huge, the person was negotiating with him, told him, but this is too much. He said, then asked him that, do the people in government not have access to bigger sums of money? He said, so treat me with respect. I am the governor of the forest. Therefore, what I ask for, you have to give me. I listened to that conversation done in Hausa, and I'm like, what is going on? What kind of boy is this? You want hundreds of millions of naira, and they told you that this thing is too high. You then declare that you are the governor of the forest, that they should give you what you have asked for. You see, I've seen videos from Niger in which convert to Islam by a band of terrorists. So I am not surprised that this has happened. I'm not surprised in the least that this is being done. Look, even in the Northwest, bandits are in the habit of appointing their own district heads and telling the people to deal with their district heads and pay a certain sum of money to those district heads. Otherwise, they will come and attack them and destroy their farmlands. So this thing is not new. The police coming out to deny that this has happened is to me a waste of time. Because in the Northwest, we know that some of the bandits the people have reached agreement with bandits to pay them some money regularly in exchange for not being attacked, in exchange for access to their farms. And I've seen videos of people being whipped, able-bodied men being flogged because they failed to pay the tax that they were levied by bandits or Boko Haram in some parts of Nigeria. So in exchange for protection, you pledge your allegiance, your loyalty to them, and whatever sum of money they tell you to pay, you will agree to pay so that you can have your peace, so that you can have access to your farms, so that you don't get attacked. This is not new. The police have to go and sit down and stop deceiving us that, as if this sort of thing has never happened. It has happened. It has happened and it is still happening. Bello Turji in the northwest of our country is one of the 3 most prominent bandit leaders. And Bello Turji is in the habit of appointing district heads for communities under his control. Just the same way that Boko Haram was appointing Amir and other people for communities under their command. So there is now a very thin difference between Boko Haram terrorists and the ubiquitous bandits of northern Nigeria. In terms of modus operandi, they are extremely similar. In terms of the capability of their fighters, they are similar. Because in the past, no one could believe that bandits could shoot down an aircraft. And we are seeing that bandits shot down an Alpha jet in down Sadao Forest area of Zamfara State last year. And we've seen another one happen this year. So it's not, these things are not new. They are not new. What is strange to me is somebody coming out to try to deny that this has happened. The towns where they have the people are under the control of these bandits are in the Shiroro area of Niger State. And those towns are Gulana, Apai, Nakuna, Yanka, Kwebe, Kusasu, Kwaki. So these are areas where Dogo Gide, the bandit leader, exercises control over the people. The police cannot tell us that bandits are not in control of certain communities in Nigeria. The police or the army cannot tell us that even as we speak, Boko Haram does not have, is not in control of any community in Nigeria. No. They are in control of some communities in Nigeria. That is the case. Let's leave propaganda. And the people have been under their mercy. They've not been able to get the military to save them from these guys. And because people don't want to die, whatever the bandits tell them to do, they simply do. Was it not before our eyes that a community decided to turban a bandit, made him a chief, a traditional ruler made a bandit a chief in Zamfara State? Because according to them, he was no longer killing the people. Come on. We've got to defeat banditry in our country. And the way to defeat banditry in our country is not to lie that they are not as notorious as they are. It is to take them on frontally. The armed forces should see this as a challenge, take them on, especially now that they are killing soldiers. And the Air Force personnel should take them on, defeat them, wipe out the threat that they constitute, instead of telling Nigerians that no, it's a lie, they are lying, this and that. Has any policeman been able to meet one-to-one with Dogo Gide? Do they know where he is? Have they led, as any senior police officer, led a team to go and confront Dogo Gide and put out the threat that it constitutes? The answer is no. The answer is no. It was Dogo Gide that led the team of terrorists that kidnapped students of government secondary school, Kagara, in Niger State. That is the secondary school that Senator Shehu Sani attended. And they took away those boys. Those that tried to escape, they killed them. It was also Dogo Gide that kidnapped some women who traveled for a wedding in Niger State. Kidnapped them. He was working with Shekau when that kidnapping took place. It was Dogo Gide and his men who attacked Air Force personnel who were evacuating wounded troops and the dead from a community in Niger State recently. 22 of those soldiers that they killed were buried in Abuja yesterday or so. Yesterday or day before yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
I think yesterday, yes. Yesterday. So have to recognize that the threat exists. We should stop deceiving ourselves. We should stop lying. This is not the season of propaganda. To tell the
Right.
truth just the way it is.